Alright folks, and I say, hot damn, what a gorgeous, sexy looking vehicle. Just paint it all black or all pink and you got yourself a main battle tank to be proud of. Holy crap, it is amazing. The T-54D. I do not know what the hell the D stands for. These nuts? There's an A version, a B version, M version, even a flamethrower version, because Russians. Same goes for the T-55s, so no D version. But this thing is practically a spaced up, improved T-54 with a British Royal Ordnance L7 105mm. So it's practically like a 𝗧-𝟱𝟰🗗 except it has space armor all the way around, at least at the front and at the sides. Space armor on the lower plate, space armor on the upper plate, side skirts, and all the way around the turret. God damn, it's amazing. They cut out a section for the driver's head to go into when he's popping out and the turret's not turned, but God, it's amazing to look at. And tier system is actually arbitrary at this point. Now, this vehicle is somewhat historically accurate. It is not developed. It is only a blueprint, but it wasn't referenced. I only took it from a forum post or Facebook post, one of which, their VK Facebook page, but it is made or designed in 1992. So you would say that the STB or the Object 140 or T-62A might be the most modern vehicle in World of Tanks. Nope, it's not even close. 1992 compared to your 1970s or 1960s. No, not even close. M47 improved? Might be even closer? I don't know, but they have been trying to modernize the T-54s and T-55s with space armor, but none of the space armor looks as good as this one, right? I mean, you will see the curtains and the brow armor. So the brow armor or BDD armor is this plate on the turret front. Same goes for the upper plate, the space armor package, but this thing is a applique armor package for most T-72s or T-55s attached to the turret front. So you saw these on Russian tanks. Same goes with the curtain armor. You probably saw some of this or the little bricks into a V shape, but none of those looks as amazing as this armor package right here. God damn, looks so good. So L7 too packs more punch than the 100mm as well. Hot damn. So this is the original blueprint that I took from the forum posts, but L7 is replaced with original 100mm, so no L7, but space armor package is highly resembling this version of the vehicle. Space armor, side skirts, as well as the turret front and upper plate. So they say it's Bohm and Voss announced a private venture to upgrade the passive armor of T-54s and 55s in 1992. So pretty modern, right? Very modern, but there's no reference point. It's no Wikipedia page. I tried to look for it, but cannot find it. But it was posted on Russian pages, so take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, they tested it against AT-3 missiles and TOW missiles with RPG-7. Oh, interesting. As well as a 120mm. A sable round, practically. Alright. So, Egyptian modified T-54s and 55s have the little curtain thing, as well as the box ERAs. The upper plate looks close, but close enough. Not for the turret, though. Still has the 100mm right here. This is the Ukrainian upgraded with the L7 105, but yeah, the space armor looks a lot better on the made up or blueprint paper tank. Still space armor on the upper plate. Same a little bit applies to the lower plate as well. Another viewpoint of the same armor package, practically with the L7. And this is the brow or BDD armor that you saw on the VZ55, but normally it's applied to the T-54s and T-72s and whatnot. But alright, interesting enough. Alright, enough fumbly about. So you practically saw a lot of these V-shape ERAs. So these are more common on stuff like the T-72s. But what's interesting about this picture is they put rocks into a metal cage. And this acts as space armor. I mean, it's good against shape charge, but rocks are heavy. Still. Alright, we're veering off talking about modern day armor that should not apply to World of Tanks, but hey, just stop tickling our balls and give us Challenger tanks or Leopard 2s, right? Alright, main stats, initial stats preview, 𝗀-𝟑, 105mm, shell velocity is quick. It is AP round, it is not APCR round, interesting enough. So normalization of the angles are also important. Has a high explosive anti-tank round, penetration is decent enough, not as crazy as the 100mm high explosive anti-tank on the T-54s or T-55As, but still okay enough. Aim time is okay, pretty decent. Accuracy is decent enough. Reload time is about the same for a 𝗀-𝟑. No, Centurion has a slower reload for some reason. So this thing actually has better DPM than the Centurion 7.1. Doesn't have the gun depression though, only 5 degrees and 20 elevation. 40 rounds, no problem there. 4-man crew, fits all the German medium tanks, like the Leopard line. Missing a radio operator for the E50 line, but you'll have a little bit from a lower tier vehicle. That should be fine. Top speed is not great. 45. Reverse is 18. So a little bit slower because the armor package, balance reasons. But horsepower per ton ratio is only about 13. Yeah, the slowest to rev up out of tier 9 medium tanks. Hull traverse is quick enough, 50 degrees per second. Gun traverse speed or turret traverse speed is 40, so workable. Health is okay, not bad. Hull armor is 100, but space armor package, same applies to the sides with side skirts. Turret front is 240 with space armor. So weak spots are the only weak spots, or the Q plus are the only weak spots, but 380 meters of view range, kinda if compared to the 400 average, or at least 390. Radio is standard, but whatever. Does not get a HESH round when I take a closer look. Oh well, it's okay, it's fine enough. But main in-game garage screen shot of the stats. DPM is not bad, 2500. Pretty decent compared to the 𝗀-𝟑 on the 7.1 Centurion. Doesn't have the gun depression, like I said. Accuracy is good, 0.32. 2.2 seconds of aim time, workable. Penetration is decent. Why the hell did they put AP round? It's an APCR round. They messed up on the picture again. It's an APCR round. Doesn't have the normalization of AP. So it would be great if it was AP. With that shell velocity, yeah, you would think, nah, it's not even close. 1800 health, the same. Top speed, as well as horsepower per ton ratio, might be the downside to this vehicle. So trade-off for the space armor, obviously. You have to shoot the commander cupola or the loader cupola. Weak spots, but camo is not bad. It is a medium tank, but not as bad as a Patton, for that matter. View range also might be a downside, but if you're playing this thing more aggressively, then you're probably at close range to medium range. So, not the worst, but what the hell are these vehicles? War Thunder or Waffenträger, one of which. Alright, well, you know, veering off course. Not a bad vehicle. I mean, you understand the downside for the armor, obviously. If this thing would have like 20 horsepower per ton ratio, that would be insane. That would be amazing. It obviously had to balance that out with 13 horsepower per ton ratio. Yeah, APCR round. It's not AP. The guys can't even proofread. Gosh, damn it. High explosive is just a normal high explosive, not a squash head. So it doesn't have about 120 millimeters of pin. That's unfortunate. It's okay. It's all whatever. 𝗀-𝟑-𝟰3 Panzerkanone, German copy of the Royal Ordnance, British gun. It is not a premium, unfortunately. Yick. Radio seems standard. I mean, I think they buffed the original 560 or 580 horsepower engine to like 700 or so, or at least 600 or so. But this engine is kinda underwhelming, if so. Versatile medium tank. would I rather prefer to play this thing or the T-55A? I mean, granted, there's a lot of options at tier 9 even for a German tank crew or medium tank crew. You have the Kunstpanzer, you have the Kampfpanzer 50T, and the T-55A. So German medium tank crews are eating pretty well, like real well. But let's see. So versatile medium tank Germans, but you're comparing it against the T-55A, obviously. Kampfpanzer is aggressive or assault. It's also versatile. Or E-50 is obviously assault. Yep, assault medium tank. You cannot compare to an E-50. But this is a sniper for the Kunstpanzer. Yep. So equipment-wise, definitely a rammer. Rammer is always good, but you have about the same DPM as a T-55A at this point. So rammer, I would say optics. I even put optics on a 395 meters or at least 400 meters of view range vehicle. So I would say optics for the second slot. And definitely a turbocharger to make you go a little bit faster. Definitely a turbocharger. You are so slow. This thing might have better terrain resistance, like with the T-55A compared to the T-54. So for T-55A, it has better terrain resistance at the cost of engine power. So compare this to a T-54 and top speed. Doesn't have the top speed as a T-54, as well as the engine power. So 750 engine power compared to 740, but interesting. It weighs more? It weighs the same, but surprisingly, it has better engine power, but somehow it has less horsepower per ton ratio and weighs the same as a freaking T-54. Alright, there's hidden values, like I see right here. Oh yeah, hidden values on the T-54, interesting enough. Alright, so it has better terrain resistance, but effectively slower top speed. It has better effective top speed going through mud. Oh, interesting. So this thing might follow the T-55A with better terrain resistance at the cost of engine power. So it'll go through mud pretty well, but it's not going to rev up pretty quick. Now this thing has about the same DPM as the T-55A, just better penetration. Accuracy is about the same, but not as good aim time, obviously, compared to the 100mm. Interesting. Yeah, I would say definitely rammer, optics, and turbocharger. You cannot go wrong with those default setup or standard setup. Yeah, rammer, optics, turbocharger. Now, field modification wise, it's the same as a T-55A, so nothing really standing out. Better traverse or penalty from ammo rack or engine damage, or actually gun damage, no engine damage. Yeah, better traverse, always nice. So don't expect to be hit, or if you do expect to be hit, I wouldn't expect you to be shot at in the hull front, mostly because of the space armor. So they will probably shoot your commander or loader at that point. So yeah, I would say better traverse for the first slot. Always better. You won't get likely damage from engine damage or gun damage. Unlikely. Accuracy or dispersion while moving. Now, if you're moving a lot, the base accuracy is already good enough, right? Base accuracy is already good enough. So I somehow kitted this thing out to even better accuracy. So sniper, medium tank. But you could also go with better dispersion while moving. This one's your preference. Better camo or better reverse top speed. Interesting. If you would have turbocharger, you don't need the reverse speed. So turbocharger is beneficial, but camo is even better. I would still say camo. It already has decent enough camo, so having this goes a little bit more, right? Having camo. And top speed or view range. Oh my god, both are the weak spot about this thing, or weak points about this vehicle. Top speed is bad, view range is also bad, but I will value top speed a little bit more than view range, especially for city maps. So I would say top speed is more efficient on this vehicle than view range. It's 395 on the T-55A compared to 380 on this vehicle. So I will value a little bit more engine power. You have the coated optics, you have the turbocharger to help you out with the downsides to this vehicle. So I would say better top speed. So overall, how much would I give this vehicle compared to a T55A? T55A is great, no question about it. It's superb. Is it as good as a Kampfpanzer 50T? Oh crap! Now this thing is not as stealthy as a T55A, but it has more armor on this thing. Now granted, it has a weak spot, but not a lot of people know about this weak spot right here. Ah crap! It has DPM too. It has the accuracy and the aim time. It's even more gun depression at 8 degrees. But this thing actually has some armor to it, without the weak spots. Also, this thing has top speed and engine power. Crap. I will still say 6.5, depending on the armor, but crap. Oh man, I want to like this thing. If this thing would have like 16, 17, even 20 horsepower per ton ratio, I think it would be busted if it comes with that armor. But obviously, it is balanced with the lower horsepower per ton ratio. Still, 13 is alright. It's not as slow as something of a 10. How much is the Super Pershing? I wonder if they have the additional armor at the cost of engine power. M47 Patton has, with a turbocharger, has 19. Holy crap! So it's about 16 without the turbocharger. That's interesting. 16 on the Super Pershing with the turbocharger. So it's about 13-ish. Interesting. So this thing has about the same engine power as a freaking Super Pershing? That is nuts when you think about it. Super Persh 14. So basically about the same horsepower per ton ratio as a Super Pershing. So you'll rev up to 16 horsepower per ton ratio or so. Now granted, you have better top speed than the Super Pershing. Oh. Obviously a more powerful gun than a Super Pershing. No, I would say 6.5. I would say 6.5. If you have the capability of putting multiple engine buffing equipment on this thing, then it might be even crazier. So for example, instead of the rammer, you will put improved grousers or additional grousers on this thing to help out with the terrain resistance, as well as the traverse and other stuff. But that's kind of overkill. I want the rammer. If you could fit a rammer on this thing, you will probably want the rammer. Oh crap. 6.5. I mean, we have to see the actual armor on this thing, but it's still visually appealing. I mean, it's a great looking vehicle. Not this. Rocks for armor, but yeah, 6.5. I say it's good, and based on the map design nowadays, you cannot run anywhere fast. It's all freaking heavy tank corners and stuff, so having space armor that could nullify practically all high explosive anti-tank rounds, it's a godsend. So that's why people choose to use the Super Conqueror firing APCR than some other vehicle firing high explosive anti-tank in onslaught mode. And how freaking good space armor is. So I would say 6.5 at least. It might be a 7. So we'll have to see. But there you go, folks. The T-54D. We have ventured off course into like looking at space armor and stuff. But such an amazing, sexy, gorgeous looking vehicle. So as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
We are living our lives, although with so much information.